Greetings, I'm Crazed Nelly, and welcome to Rogue Legacy. If you're into roguelikes or roguelites, and you haven't heard of Rogue Legacy at this point, you've probably been living under a rock, but, you know, I will explain a little bit. This is a love letter to everything that is essentially roguelike, while still remaining accessible to somebody who doesn't want to jump into ASCII graphics and such. I honestly, this was one of the last games I had played a little bit, like I had played NetHack and played a few other things, but this was the game that really showed me how great anything roguelike or roguelite could be. It rocked my world, and I've started a new thing for it. I don't know if any updates have had anything new, because it's been a while since I played this game. I'm not sure why, because I was obsessed with it. But we're restarting. We have got a new profile. Let's jump into Rogue Legacy. Start your legacy. As you can see here, if you've never played the game, you have a knight. To start off with, you start the knight. You do get a little magic spell. But right here, right now, there's nothing out here. Pretty soon, there's going to be a lot more out here. Besides just this training dummy, named That Tickled and Oof and all that. But first, we must enter the castle from where you first run. And each time you enter the castle, it rebuilds it from scratch. Each castle is the same until you start, you know, coming up with ways to combat that. We'll get into that in a bit. Alright, I just had to turn down the sound a little bit. I forgot how loud it is. As much as I love the sound in this game, it needed to be turned down. Like the music, the beginning music, is godlike to me. Like, I actually have the soundtrack of this on my iPod. This has some of the best music in a video game I've ever heard, short of like Zelda or Castlevania. Anyway, we get these journal entries and they go over time. Journal entry number 1. Treason! An assassin has wounded my father, the king. To bring order back to the kingdom, he has sent my siblings and I on a quest to save him. Together, we will venture into the cursed woods and enter Castle Hamson. This cursed castle has stood on the edge of the woods since time immemorial, but rumors say that within it dwells an item which will cure any ailment. Tonight, I will get a head start over my brothers and sisters and set forth on my quest while they lay asleep. To fail this quest would be an embarrassment to my name. Alright, so you got that bit of the story. I can view the map at any point. Yeah, I say, I only know that much of the map. And, oop! Ooh, bad start. It's kind of a brutal start to this. Oh! See, as you can tell, probably, or maybe you can, actually, there's very little that you can actually do at this point in terms of health and stuff. You're very weak. Oh! Like, I'm used to one-hitting those zombies. Ooh! Let me grab the gold. The gold is hyper important. Oh, I wanted more than that. I'm probably gonna die here. I'm leaving. Ooh! I made it to a boss room already? And boss rooms are good because of this. You get gold, even if you're nowhere near fighting a boss. And a blueprint. I'm doing good for a first run. Did a lot better than my first run. I have beaten this game once? Okay. Luckily, my experience will get me a lot here. I don't see anything here that denotes a hidden room, which is a shame. But yeah, don't get too used to this layout. Oh! Oh! There we go. Last death. And first death. Sir Lee has been slain by a wool turret, and it gives you Like down there it gives you the enemies you have killed, which is a pitiful 7 enemies. Like later in the game, if you don't have that entire row filled and maybe another one, you're not doing it right. But we got a lot of gold for a first run. The Architect is very useful for practicing against bosses. Indeed he is. Now we have to choose our heir. And here comes the legacy part of Rogue Legacy. Let me do it. You're given a choice. Your character, you don't get perfect choice like you would at the beginning of a new run. But you are given a choice of class from, it'll randomly create some and you'll get traits. Like we start at 730 AD. And that number, that year, will get insane after a while. Like you get mages, and I'm not a giant fan of mages, so we'll probably pick the knight again. But like, let's look here. Class mage, powerful spellcaster, every kill gives you mana. That's nice, but usually it's a very weak class in my opinion. Congenital insensitivity to pain, that means if he gets hit, he won't stagger backwards, which is nice. Time stop, toggles freezing all enemies on the screen. That's a nice spell that would use a lot of mana that I don't have right now. Then you get sillier ones like dwarfism, you never get to ride roller coasters, you're smaller, which is good and bad. Eidetic memory, you remember things with extreme clarity, meaning you will remember everything in every room, including enemy position, which is nice. Blade wall, summon a grand blade to defend you. And then Knight, your standard hero, pretty good at everything. Stereo blind. Ooh, that means everything's gonna be flat, but it would be cool to show off. OCD, break stuff to restore NP, that's a great trait. And then Blade Wall, summon a grand blade to defend you. Yes, I would. I'm Lady Chun-Li! Yes, I'd like to do that. Oh, what? No. I hit the wrong button. And your money, which is extraordinarily important, unlocks various parts of this castle. Like, we've unlocked our first person. The blacksmith can build the finest equipment in the world, turning you into a veritably virtuous violent villain vaporizer. Gathering blueprints will give him an even wider array of assorted armaments for your armory. Indeed they will. And then they have the standard mana up, health up thing. But we can come back to this at any point, so let's talk to the smithy first. Welcome, hero. Maybe you can help me. I used to be the greatest blacksmith in all the lands, but one day the monsters of this castle attacked my smithy and stole all my blueprints. You mean like the one in my back pocket? Without these blueprints, I can only make cutlery and stuff. Please bring back any blueprints you find, and I can build the most amazing equipment ever. Ever! At a price, of course. And I do have blueprints. Oops, wrong button. Wrong button. Oh, that's right, press up. I'd forgotten. I don't have enough money to unlock these. It's a shame, because I really liked the blood sword. It was a good early item, if I recall. When did I get that? Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Say, we don't have enough money to do that. So instead of wasting our money, because we don't get to keep it if we die, here, I believe. We don't get to keep it once we enter the castle, so there's no point in wasting it. So you can't just accumulate money and then buy all the traits. You can't do that. As soon as you walk up to the castle, and you'll see in a minute, your money goes away. Darn it! I'm not used to playing with the controller. I'm used to playing with the keyboard. Upgrade Knight. Turns your knights into paladins, which is a great upgrade. Nice. And now I can use my shield. I don't have a need to equip up right now. And that's all I can do. I didn't use my gold very efficiently there, but whatever. Now we have this dude. Charon. One must pay the toll. Give Charon all of your money and enter the castle. You can't enter the castle without giving all of your money. So, No hoarding. Except when you're actually in your run. So yeah, let me in. And now check it. Well, not check it, but... And break everything in this game, if you haven't gathered. Different castle. Hence the randomly generated part. Oh! Oh! I jump way higher than I remember. Oh! I might die in this room. Jesus. Don't make me die so quickly. I hate short runs. Short runs are terrible. Short runs are just a complete waste of time. Ha ha ha! But it's a very tense game, as you can see. Uh-oh. There we go. And is that an evil painting? No, it's a good painting. Sometimes there are evil paintings. They're usually placed in really weird spots. I don't trust going over there without dying, so we're not going to go over there. Like that evil painting. Oh! Here we go. We died again. Vault rooms let you jump in the air with me. Yeah. And now we have to do it again. Sure, Jacoby. Ooh, we get a barbarian now. A giant barbarian. Walking tank. And I say, these guys have the best health. And some decent attack, but otherwise are meh. Mage again. Paladin. Tiny paladin. Not a good mix, if I recall correctly. Lady Chun-Li the Second. It's another case of you really should... Darn it! I keep using the wrong button. Might as well upgrade the mana. It's the only thing I can do. Whoosh. That's a big lady. And I believe the mages always have beards later. And that includes the women, so I always thought that was hilarious. Let's grab all gold. But yeah, the main... There are bosses. There are 4 main bosses that you can get. Ooh, a lot of people in this room. This is a very ugly room. And some enemies drop gold, so there is incentive to killing lots of things. Jesus. This is a hard room for a beginner. Ooh. Must win. Must win. I don't want to get killed. There we go. Say thank God for the increased health, but I came out of that virtually unscathed. 110 already. Oop. These are also harder enemies from the beginning. And don't get used to these enemies either. They will get harder as you level, as you get things. The castle will get harder. So that's one reason why I'm kind of taking advantage of getting as much gold as possible, because I know the boss will just slaughter me. There's no way. No way in hell to do this. You gotta get... this is where giantism becomes a problem. It gets really hard to dodge. Like, God, I took health. Oh, there's no way to do this either, so this is just a really good way to die. Wow. Nice waste of time there. Let's see, what's up here? Oh. I'm surprised I didn't get hurt there. Oh. Ooh. 170 and some health. So this is a decent early run. Not a great early run. It's a decent early run. I can't wait to get my miner. Yes, it is possible to explore the entire castle, but for the most part, that's a colossal waste of time. Ooh, a blueprint! Blood cape! The blood items are really cool in that they give you a sort of vampirism with every attack. Like any... Ooh! Probably gonna die in this room, because I can't dodge with the shit. Oh! Mini-boss! At the beginning, those mini-bosses are just as bad as regular bosses. Choose your heir. Mage. Knave. Knaves are like rogues. Risky hero, low stats, but can land devastating critical strikes. At this point, it's not a good choice. Gay, and I still love this, you know, for the whole, like, gay rights thing. Gay, you are a fan of the man. It does nothing else. And I like that it didn't give him any sort of stats or made him... the only difference is that you get a little thing. It does take the place of another trait, so that kind of sucks. But chickens freak you out, so half your enemies will look like chickens. No, I remember, that means you have to fight the chickens instead of eating them. So, you're taking the paladin. You're taking the gay paladin. Sir Fleming! Equip up, not necessary yet. We should continue to upgrade health, I believe. Sucks that I'm gonna have to waste so much gold, but I don't have much choice. He'll just get a little thing that tells me that I have more blueprints every once in a while. Use the right button, and he won't have the animations will get shorter. Building a new castle. Ooh. It is always nice that you always get gold in the beginning, but later it's like, might as well not bother. Oh, bad start. This guy can dodge at least. I should be trying to find the boss room some more. No fighting. This one I can do. I just have to be very careful. And fairy chest. Good for a third room. Retaliation room. The runes are very helpful, but this will unlock a new person that I'm probably going to meet very soon. 3 health. Not a good run so far. Except for that fairy chest. Another blueprint. Ooh. I'm gonna try to get as much gold as possible. And a health thing. Health is good too. Ugh. Christ. Come on, fire off another one. Stupid knight. Stupid knight. What's here? A definite painting. Or I thought was a definite painting. Oh, you don't want to mess with those. Those are red portals. Those transport you to an entirely different area of the map. Not always a good call. I'll die if I go in there. So, not going in there. Double check. Oh, those are both regular paintings. They're just placed in weird areas. Ooh. Okay. I need at least 140 gold for this to be worthwhile. Just a sneak peek. Big room. Big room with the big chest. I'll go back in that room if none of the others look good. Oh, mini-boss. Gotta try to get... Ooh. More gold! Yeah! Now we're getting somewhere. Fire! Oh, I need something, though. I like that the turrets always have low health, though. Because if they had... There are some with higher health, and they're always really... Oh, no! That was another area. That was the forest. Probably... Yeah. Okay, that was worthwhile there, but we are immediately leaving. But... Is there any here that I can grab without dying? Yeah. We can grab those. That's about it. Now what's down here? Teleporty area. And some health. The teleporty area is useful. Ooh, a blank room in the forest. Blank rooms are good. You do get more gold in these rooms, if I recall. This is an excellent run, by the way. Now the only choice I have is to, try to get... Oh! Come on! Not a bad painting. Good, because the paintings are like the biggest troll enemy in the game. Because you won't even be thinking about one, and you'll accidentally hit one. Just because you think it's part of the background. Woo! This is an amazing run! Oh! I'll still die if I do this wrong. But I'll have enough to upgrade the ever-living crap out of everything. I'm tempted to... Yeah, retreat. And go to this chest. Oh. Oh well. It was a stupid move, but I had to try it. Corrupt Lord. Nice stream of enemies for a first time. Let's pick our next person. I'm just not a big fan of mages at this point. Mages need a little more upgrades before they're useful. And then what can I do? A lot, actually. We're gonna do this just so we have more branches open up. And this will open up... Oh, the Enchantress and the Architect. Let's go ahead and do that. The Architect can lock a castle down and prevent it from changing. Like the layout of a castle? Lock it down! Just make sure you can afford his fees. Because he will take, I think, 50% of your gold if you use him. Up front. So, do well, or go home. Enchantress. Say we're gonna get her, too. Unlock the Enchantress, and she's the one that does my runes. Upgrade Mage, Magic Defense up, Attack up. Attack up is very important. Let's go see what we can do blacksmith-wise. Oh. It's actually a lot more than I thought. I used to be a very powerful enchantress, but one day the monsters of this castle invaded my dreams and stole my knowledge. They encased that knowledge in runes, and without these runes, I suck at my job. Please, hero, if you find any runes, bring them back to me, and I'll sell them back to you at a profit. Okay. Sprint rune. Gain the power to dash short distances. It's alright. Vault rune. Grants you the power to jump in the air. That is well worth it. Say, what can I use at the manor now? Not very much, actually. I might have screwed up there. Oh, off by 5! That blows. I'm not doing that. It's tempting to lock down the castle just so I can get that amount again, but I'll probably screw up if I do that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And that gives me a much better helm. But anyway, this is a good stopping point. I'll just jump on this tent a bit. But yeah, that's the very bare basics of Rogue Legacy right there. Yeah, now we have a jump. We have a rune, a jump rune. Allows me to double jump, which is stupid important in this game, by the way. And then we've gotten some unlocks and stuff. We've only had 4 runs, I believe. And then we've gotten everybody out here that we would normally need, I believe. So, level 8 already, too. But anyway, if you like me setting forth into the castle, hit the like button. And as always, click the nut on your way out.